94.9.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of the World News on 32 FM 94.9. I am Abdullahi Fawale, bringing you stories making the rounds in Nigeria, Africa, and across the world. In the news today, federal government warns on dangers of desert encroachment. Senate President sues for transparency in electioneering process. INEC seeks partnership with security agencies to prosecute vote bias. Oyo government declares today work-free for Islamic New Year celebrations. In business, NNPC considers Chinese partnership on expertise in oil field development. On the foreign scene, Ethiopia-Eritrea border set to reopen after 20 years. In sport, UEFA commences plan for third European club competition from 2021. We are going to be taking a look at these stories and more in just a moment. Please stay with us. You're listening to the World News on 32 FM 94.9. We begin today with some national stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission has reached out to the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission requesting the deployment of operatives to arrest and prosecute vote bias in the forthcoming Osun State governorship election. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, stated this in Abuja while receiving the acting ICPC chairman, Musa Abubakar, noting that the Electoral Commission needed an inter-agency collaboration to tackle the menace of vote buying in the country. The INEC chairman said the Electoral Commission needed the ICPC to ensure sanity and transparency in the Osun State governorship election. Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki has called on the leadership of the People's Democratic Party to conduct transparent primaries to pick its presidential standard bearer for the 2019 elections. Dr. Saraki made the call yesterday shortly after submitting the expression of interest and nomination forms to run for the office of the president on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. Also ruled out a consensus option, saying it is not an issue for the 12 aspirants.
We have many competent people who also have to become the president. It is your exercise to ensure that you carry out the process at the best time will emerge. To ensure that there's credibility in the process and to ensure that we're united in the process going forward. Yeah, we unite everybody. There's always been my antecedent to provide unity, provide leadership in this kind of scenario. I will assure you I'll play my role in uniting all of us because we are part of one family. We are not an enemy. We are actually part of one family. Our problem is not in PDP, it's in the other party. So we will stay united. We will carry out this exercise as a family affair and we'll ensure that the party also will show that we do something that is respected across the world, across the country. So that will give us a platform to go and deliver. All Nigerians want from us today is that come May 2019, we have this flag, red, white, and green flag.
The Senate President also urged electorate not to make the mistake of electing leaders incapable of providing answers to the national questions. Minister of Science and Technology Ogbonnaya Onua said there will be nothing to present to future generations if desert encroachment is not fought. Onu spoke in Abuja, also tasked the National Steering Committee on Technology Needs Assessment on Climate Change to come out with practicable solutions that will combat the challenges of desert and coastal encroachment in Nigeria.
Climate change is not something that we should be afraid of. We must confront it. We must utilize our knowledge. We must use science, technology, and innovation to ameliorate it and even convert it into creating opportunities for both economic and social development.
Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Science and Technology, Beatrice Nabasu, said work needed to be done to support future investments, remove barriers, and contribute to the diffusion of high-priority technologies throughout key sectors of the national economy.
The worsening impact of climate change could create a looming human crisis and threaten the development process of any nation. Nigeria is one of the countries that could be adversely affected by the worsening impacts of climate change. This may further worsen the hardest farmers' clashes if urgent steps are not taken to curb the trend.
United Nations regional climate change expert Richard Munang has also assured that the United Nations will be available to provide support to the Nigerian government in developing a roadmap and strategy for climate change technology management.
Nigeria post-harvest losses top $9 billion each and every year, translating not only to food loss, but also income, also job opportunities. And if you're talking of climate change, which is already the elephant in the room, with projections year after year showing that economies in the African continent will be shrink by 75%. And right here in Nigeria, climate change is projected to cause between 6 to 30% of the gross domestic product, translating to over 460 billion losses. That then tells us that we have to do things differently.
Now, the Standards Organization of Nigeria, in conjunction with the African Organization for Standardization, will now work to boost honey production in Nigeria as well as in Africa. Director Standards at the organization, Chinyere Egwonu, explained that there are lots of benefits for honey producers to adopt standards for producing honey, as it will give them the confidence to export their products with the right channel.
In construction, building and civil construction, we have 37 standards. In the chemical technology sector, we have 91 standards. In the electrical and electronics, we have 23 standards. In the food and agricultural sector, we have 38 standards. In the mechanical engineering sector, we have 132 standards. In the textile leather, we have 2 standards. And in the service standards, we have 16.
The agency stressed the need for African countries to trade more with each other, maintaining that honey producers must adhere strictly to standards in a bid to meet expectations of consumers at the global market. Governor Biola Ajimobi has declared today Work-Free Day to commemorate the new Islamic calendar year, Muharram 1 Hijrah 1440 AH. Governor Ajimobi also enjoined Nigerians to use the occasion to pray for peace, unity, and sustainability of the state in particular and the country in general. The Oyo State Police Command has warned politicians, individuals, and organizations that engage in arming their aides and associates with illegal firearms or other dangerous weapons to desist from doing so. This follows the tragic shooting incident which left 3 people dead and 1 injured by trigger-happy bodyguard to a senatorial aspirant at the Oroyan Festival held in Oyo Town last weekend. The command made this known in a statement made available to 32FM News and signed by the Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Superintendent of Police Adekunle Ajishebutu. SP Ajishebutu warned those still in possession of lethal weapons to submit them to the nearest police station, stressing that failure to do so will attract severe consequences. He further gave his condolences to the bereaved and those injured in the incident, assuring them that the perpetrator of the crime will be brought to book. Now, several residents in Ibadan in their hundreds have suffered huge losses following a torrential rainfall that flooded no fewer than 30 homes over the weekend and into the new week. Many residents have also started relocating from Ososami, Okeado, and Aresa areas of Ibadan where the water level were reportedly high. Some of the victims of the flood have been rendered homeless as they claimed they have no other means to secure new apartments. Property worth several millions of naira went down the drain in the raging flood streaming from the Ogunpa River, which channels were visibly blocked by sewage. The All Progressives Congress in Ogun State has adopted consensus candidate for its State House of Assembly election. Candidates were adopted for 23 out of the 26 seats in the process, in which aspirants from the various constituencies met separately to pick who they considered most suitable among them. Governor Ibikula Amosun, who supervised the exercise, said the open process was a demonstration of the transparent democratic ideals of the APC.
As we speak now, we are yet to conclude on just only 3. If they fail to agree, leaders will put them together and one person will be chosen for them as consensus candidate. In just 3 out of 26, I think we have passed. If 23 has been done by people that are here, the other 3 they will sort it out. And once it is sorted out, it is those 26 lists that we will now say this is our consensus list. Anybody that is not in agreement with that, it is democracy. Let the person come and test. He will come and test his popularity at the day that the national has chosen for the primaries to be held. For the abundance of doubt, where consensus fails, we are going to have direct primaries.
The governor thanked the aspirants for their cooperation and urged them to prepare for election, added that the candidates for the 3 remaining seats as well as those of the National Assembly seats will be adopted today. The Emir of Das, Dr. Usman Othman, has lamented the high rate of drug abuse in the society, saying it has adversely affected many homes. The Emir made the observation that farmers and wives had also taken to drugs in order to be productive. Emir Othman also lamented the poor attitude of the masses in Bauchi State towards accessing medical help. You've been listening to the World News on 32FM 94.9. Do not forget that you can now follow us on Twitter and Instagram. The handle is at 32FM 949. On Facebook, it's www.facebook.com/32FM 949. You can call us about happenings around your area via our 32FM report line on 0908 7000 949. You can send us a mail via info@32fm.com.ng. We are also live on our website at www.32fm.com.ng, as well as on YouTube, where we are live now at 32FM 949. You can get all the details about our programs and see other engaging features when you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Still to come now in business, NNPC considers Chinese partnership on expertise in oil field development. On the foreign scene, Ethiopia Eritrea border set to reopen after 20 years. In sports, UEFA commences plan for 3rd European club competition from 2021. Do join us again.
Are you ready for me this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Your time starts now. Air gives us energy to work and play. True or false?
True.
Carbohydrate provides the body with its main source of energy. True or false?
True.
The red color in the traffic light tells us to go. True or false?
False.
This is the way we wash our face.
Are you a kid between ages 5 and 11? The right place to get educated and have some fun is here on the Smart Kids Show with Auntie Yellow. The 32FM Smart Kids Show with Auntie Yellow comes up 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays. Proudly sponsored by Honeywell Noodles.
Honeywell Noodles.
For the top news across the globe.
For the top news across the globe. Top news across the globe. 32 FM
94.9.
Well, many thanks for staying tuned. You're still listening to the World News on 32FM 94.9. Now let's take some business stories. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation has said it is considering going into a partnership with the China National Offshore Oil Corporation to develop its expertise in oil field services. The China National Offshore Oil Corporation, a global leader and China's largest producer of offshore crude oil and natural gas, is the 3rd largest national offshore oil corporation in China. It is also expected that the partnership will boost its expertise in the field of oil and gas research and development. And now turning to the foreign scene, a key crossing point between one-time enemies Ethiopia and Eritrea is set to reopen after border was shuttered more than 20 years ago. The border post just north of the Ethiopian town of Zalambeza is on the main road linking the two countries. The leaders of Ethiopia and Eritrea are there to witness the reopening, which is part of their ongoing rapprochement. It follows a peace deal in July restoring diplomatic and trade relations. The reopening coincides with the Ethiopian New Year, adding to the festive atmosphere. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has written to United States President Donald Trump asking for a follow-up to their historic summit. The White House says it is already looking at scheduling a new meeting. White House spokesperson Sarah Sanders said the very warm letter showed Pyongyang's continued commitment to focus on denuclearization. Negotiations on the topic appeared to have stalled after the two leaders' historic summit in Singapore last June. And now some sports story today. UEFA has plans to introduce a third European club competition alongside the Champions League and Europa League from 2021. Head of competitions at UEFA, Andrea Agnelli, said the green light has been given pending approval. However, he did not give any more details on how the tournament will be organized or when it will be staged. And now, before we end the news, here's a quick recap of the stories discussed. Federal government warns on dangers of desert encroachment. Senate President sues for transparency in electioneering process. INEC seeks partnership with security agencies to prosecute vote bias. Oyo government declares today work-free for Islamic New Year celebrations. In business, NNBC considers Chinese partnership on expertise in oil field development. On the foreign scene, Ethiopia-Eritrea border set to reopen after 20 years. In sport, UEFA commences plan for third European club competition from 2021. And that is where we end today's edition of the World News. For any emergency, contact the Emergency Rescue Information Control Center on these hotlines: 0703 464 0202 or 0812 574 0204. These numbers will connect you to the emergency call control room and direct your calls to the appropriate quarters. Thank you for staying with us. Tomorrow at noon is when the World News returns. In the meantime, you can keep listening to 32 FM on this dial 94.9 and everywhere you go. All you need to do is visit the Google Play Store to download the 32 FM mobile app. Quick tip now, 32 FM is spelled out in words and not numbers. The news was compiled by Chioma Ize. The editor is Chike Ogbogu. I am Abdullahi Fawali. Coming up next is the World News in Yoruba. Thanks again for listening and have a blessed day.
Over the air or over the counter, we're the best medicine you can get.
32 FM 94.9.
32 FM ẹ̀dùnnú kẹfẹ́ yín. Lórí 94.9 ẹ̀dùnnú kẹfẹ́ yín.
32 FM 94.9.
Bí bọ̀rọ̀ kìíní ti wò kó lọ́rọ̀ tó kò lè fi iṣẹ́ ìgbẹ̀san rẹ́ni tí ń sin gbà lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Ìkànnì kẹrìnléláàádọ́rùn-ún tó fi oṣù kárùn mẹ́sàn-án 32 FM 94.9.
Káàsán, ẹ̀sìnkú iṣẹ́ látàárọ̀. ìròyìn káàkiri àgbáyé ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn láti ìkànnì adẹ́rìn-pòṣónú 32 FM 94.9 èyí tó kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ àwọn àgbẹ̀dùgbẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Zainab Fakunle lóníròyìn yín ṣáájú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn kókó tó jẹyọ nínú ìròyìn náà. Àjọ tó ń rí sí ètò ìdìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà ké sí àjọ ICPC láti darapọ̀ mójútó ètò ìdìbò sípò gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Àjọ tó ń ṣe ìpèníyè ọjà níbàámu pẹ̀lú àjọ tó ń ṣe ṣíṣe ìpèníyè ọjà ṣetán àti ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún ìpèsè oyin. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kéde òní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọjọ́ tí òṣìṣẹ́ fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ṣèkìlọ̀ fáwọn olóṣèlú àti ará ìlú láti má ṣe lọ́wọ́ nínú ríra ohun ìjà. Ìròyìn náà rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Àjọ tó ń rí sí ètò ìdìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà ti pé àwọn àjọ tó ń mójútó ìwà ìbàjẹ́ àtàwọn tí wọ́n ń gbógun ti ìwà jẹgúdújẹrá láti ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ kí wọ́n sì kó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ òṣìṣẹ́ wọn lọ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun nínú ètò ìdìbò sípò gómìnà tó fẹ́ wáyé láti fi òfin mú ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú sísanwó ràbò. Alága àjọ INEC ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mahmood Yakubu ló sọ̀rọ̀ náà nílùú Àbújá nígbà tó ń gba alága àjọ ICPC Musa Abubakar lẹ́yìn tó ṣe àfọ̀mọ́ rẹ̀ pé àjọ INEC ní láti ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn àjọ láti gbógun ti ìwà sísanwó ra ìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà. Ó tẹ̀síwájú pé àjọ INEC nílò àjọ ICPC nínú ìdìbò sípò gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tó ń bọ̀ láti ṣètò ìdìbò tí ò ní ẹja ń bá kàn nínú. Ààrẹ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin àgbà ọ̀mọ̀wé Bùkọ́lá Sàràkí ti pé àwọn àgbààgbà inú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú People's Democratic Party láti ṣètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé sàn láti fi yan ẹni tí ó díje dupò ààrẹ nínú ẹgbẹ́ náà lọ́dún 2019. Ọ̀mọ̀wé Sàràkí ló sọ̀rọ̀ náà lánàá òde yìí lẹ́yìn tó fi fọ́ọ̀mù àti díje dupò ààrẹ lẹ̀ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP àti wípé kò sí wàhálà àkọ́kọ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ pé èèyàn 12 ló ń jà fún ipò ààrẹ nínú ẹgbẹ́ náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ààrẹ ilé tún rọ àwọn olùdìbò láti yan ẹni tó kójú òṣùwọ̀n tí kì í ṣe ẹni tó ní gbogbo ìdáhùn sí ìbéèrè táwọn aráàlú bá ń bí i. Àjọ tó ń rí sí ìpèníyè ọjà pẹ̀lú ìbámu àjọ tó ń rí sí ṣíṣe ìpèníyè ọjà ni wọ́n ti ṣetán báyìí láti ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ mú ìgbéga bá pípèsè oyin lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà àti nílẹ̀ Adúláwọ̀. Olùdarí àjọ ọ̀hún Chinyere Agụọhụ ṣàlàyé pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àǹfààní ló wà fáwọn olùpèsè oyin láti pèsè oyin àti láti kó lọ sórílẹ̀‐èdè míì. Àjọ ọ̀hún túbọ̀ jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé àwọn orílẹ̀‐èdè tó wà nílẹ̀ Adúláwọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣòwò lọ́dọ̀ ara wọn. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Abíọ́lá Ajímọ̀bí ti kéde òní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọjọ́ tí ò sí iṣẹ́ fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ láti ṣàjọyọ̀ ọdún ìjírà tuntun àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn mùsùlùmí ìjírà 1440. Gómìnà Ajímọ̀bí tún rọ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti lo àsìkò náà fi gbàdúrà fún àlàáfíà, ìṣọ̀kan àti ìtẹ̀síwájú ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ pàápàá lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti ṣèkìlọ̀ fáwọn olóṣèlú ará ìlú iléeṣẹ́ tí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ nínú wíwà tàbí níní ohun ìjà tí ó tọ̀nà lọ́wọ́ láti dẹ́kun ìwà náà. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ló jẹ jáde tẹ̀lé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìbọn yínyìn tí ẹni tó ń dáàbò bo ẹni tó ń díje dupò aṣòfin nínú ọdún ọ̀wọ́nyàn tó wáyé nílùú Ọ̀yọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá níbi tí èèyàn 3 ti gbẹ́mìí mì tẹ́nìkan sì farapa níbi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ló jẹ jáde nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá náà sọ fún akọ̀ròyìnjọ iléeṣẹ́ wa 32 FM lẹ́yìn tí agbẹnusọ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Adékúnlé Ajíṣebútú buwọ́lù. Ajíṣebútú ti rọ àwọn tó ní irinṣẹ́ ìjà lọ́wọ́ láti lọ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ sí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá tó bá súnmọ́ wọn lẹ́yìn tó ṣe láfikún pé ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá kọ̀ láti mú ìmọ̀ràn náà lò ni ó fi mú kàtà òfin. Ó túbọ̀ wá ránṣẹ́ ẹkú aráfẹ́rakù sáwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí tó pàdánù ẹni wọn. Ó sì tún ṣe àrídájú rẹ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tó lọ́wọ́ nínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà ni ó fojú balẹ̀ ẹjọ́. Àwọn olùgbé nílùú Ìbàdàn kọ̀ọ̀kan ti pàdánù ohun ìní wọn tẹ̀lé òjò àrọ̀wọ́dá tó ti domíyalé ní ọgbọ̀n Ìlékà láàrin òpin ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá lọ. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn olùgbé ọ̀hún ló ti ń kó kúrò ní Ọ̀sásàmì, Òkè Àdó àti agbègbè Àwẹ̀sà nílùú Ìbàdàn níbi tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀kún omi náà ti ṣọṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ jùlọ. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn onílé náà ló ti di ẹni tí ò nílé lórí mọ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní ibòmíì láti gbórílé. Ìròyìn jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun ìní tó tó mílíọ̀nù náà ti pàdánù sínú odò Ògùnpa. Kò dín ní èèyàn 3 tó pàdánù ẹ̀mí wọn nígbà tí èèyàn mẹ́fà míì ti farapa yánnayànna nínú òjò tó wà ní agbègbè Maibere tó wà ní Kansu Bawe tìpínlẹ̀ Katsina. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní òpin ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá níbi tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ilé tó tó 70 tó wà ní Maibere ti bómi lọ nígbà tí àwọn àgbẹ̀ ti pàdánù oko àti ẹranko tí wọ́n sìn nínú àjálù náà. Òjò ọ̀hún náà ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní òru ọ̀gànjọ́ tó sì wọ̀ títí di ọ̀sán ọjọ́ kejì lẹ́yìn tó fà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ odò fi kún kọlu àwọn agbègbè náà. Ìròyìn káàkiri àgbáyé lẹ́ ń tẹ́tí sí láti ìkànnì adẹ́rìn-pòṣónú 32 FM 94.9 ní abala kejì ìròyìn láti gbọ́ ìròyìn aré ìdárayá ṣùgbọ́n kí ó tó dìgbà náà tí ẹ̀yin bá ní ohun tí ẹ fẹ́ fi tó lè ṣe wa létí ẹ lè pè wá sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 09087700949 tàbí kí ẹ lọ sí ojú ẹ̀rọ ayélujára àti Facebook www.facebook.com/32fm949 tó bá sì jẹ́ ti Twitter @32fm949 bákan náà ní ti Instagram ìròyìn náà ń tẹ̀ síwájú. Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà lábala eré ìdárayá. Àjọ UEFA ti ṣetán àti dá ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù kẹta sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìdíje Champions League àti ti Europa lọ́dún 2021. Olórí ìdíje ọ̀hún ní ti UEFA Andrea Agnelli sọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn ti ṣetán báyìí láti buwọ́lù. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ kò sọ bí wọ́n ó ṣètò ìdíje náà kalẹ̀ tàbí bí ó ṣe lọ. Kí n tó mú ìròyìn àgbáyé wa fún tọ̀sán ni wọ́n sópin ẹgbọ́ kókó amẹ́nubà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Àfitóyin létí wípé àjọ tó ń rí sí ètò ìdìbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà ké sí àjọ ICPC láti darapọ̀ mójútó ètò ìdìbò sípò gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Bákan náà la tún jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ sétí ìgbọ̀nyìn wípé àjọ tó ń ṣe ìpèníyè ọjà níbàámu pẹ̀lú àjọ tó ń ṣe ṣíṣe ìpèníyè ọjà ṣetán àti ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún ìpèsè oyin. Bákan náà gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kéde òní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọjọ́ tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba. Lákòótán iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ṣèkìlọ̀ fáwọn olóṣèlú àti ará ìlú láti má ṣe lọ́wọ́ nínú ríra ohun ìjà. Ìròyìn káàkiri àgbáyé wa fún tọ̀sán ni kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Chioma Eze ló ṣe àkójọpọ̀, Chike Ọgbọ́gùn lólóòtú, Zainab Fakunle ló mú wá sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ayáṣẹ́ o.
No go dey do pass yourself. All right. What's up, world? What's up, Africa? They call me Daniel.
Yes, Daniel.
And you're listening to
32 FM 94.9.
See this life, me and no life.
The joy of a great nation rests on the shoulders of a radio station.
Lights, camera, action.
32 FM 94.9. From the hottest gist to the coolest stories.
Hook up to the latest on everything entertainment.
We know what you want.
All my favorite songs.
On 32 FM.